Hi, I'm Ginger. I'm here at D-Scoop Orlando at the Edge Conference, and I am here with Johnny Cupcakes, who's going to be speaking to us soon. Johnny, introduce yourself.
My name is Johnny Cupcakes. I own t-shirt shops that look and smell like bakeries, but with no food at all. My t-shirt stores, you walk in, we display graphic shirts inside of refrigerators. We package them in pastry boxes when you get a t-shirt. Like I said, the stores smell like frosting, so we do trick a lot of hungry people, but 100% of the people that leave my stores, they all leave with an experience and a story to share. And by doing that, your customers will do the talking for you and do the marketing for you. So it's a pretty wild thing, and I'm here to share the tale today.
Well, I'm so excited. So what Johnny Cupcakes is known for is having this cult following of brand fanatics.
Yes.
They're not just fans, they're fanatics. Yes. And to create that kind of cult-like fervor for your brand, yes, I know our printers and partners would like to know a few tips. What do they do to go about creating that kind of loyalty, following, excitement?
So, to break it down really simply, I would say if you want customer loyalty, you must be loyal to your customers. So thank them, write them handwritten notes, show them that you're human too. A few years back, I took 2 weeks off from work to work. And what I did is I extracted all of the addresses of my top spending customers and the customers who've been with me the longest.
Okay.
I spent 2 weeks writing them handwritten notes. And I didn't just say thank you. I said, oh my God, you're from Long Island, New York. That's where I got married. That's where my wife's family's from. And did you know they have the best bakeries in the world? And they say coffee really funny. And and then at the end I said, and by the way, my family and I appreciate your support. Much love, Johnny Cupcakes.
Wow.
And then I packaged that note into a fluorescent envelope with Batman postage stamps, a Johnny Cupcakes wax seal. And I made sure whoever got that note in the mail felt like it was their birthday. And we have some collectors who collect our shirts. Some of them own over 1,000 Johnny Cupcakes t-shirts. And we retail our shirts for, about $36. So some of our collectors don't want other people to have the shirts because they just, it's their special thing and that's that. But we had one person who received that in the mail, that note for me, and they said, I don't care if Johnny sells out to Walmart, I'm gonna be a customer for life. Wow. So that was a big thing coming from them.
So what do you mean sometimes that somebody doesn't want them to have the t-shirt?
It's like when you don't want your favorite band to get bigger.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
They're not going to buy up all 1,000 images of your shirt so no one else has it. It's just that they don't want you to get so big.
Yeah, they want to still be able to feel special, and they don't want me to lose that human element, which I'll never lose because that's my jam. That's what I'm all about. So I'd say handwritten notes. Pay attention to your supporters, to the people who've spent the most with you, who've been with you the longest. I'd say put on events. People love events. It brings a community together. You can only send out so many cold emails before you get blackballed from the industry, and before you get marked as spam. When you meet people in person, which is why events like this is so valuable, you could learn in 15 minutes, you could learn something that changes the future of your life, changes your brand. From the speakers to just the people you network with, you could save a lot of time and money by learning from their failures, their success. So yeah, build a community, whether it's your own event or, supporting other events like this one.
That's great. That was one of the questions I was going to ask you is, what is the power of community? Because that is what D-Scoop's all about. They'll tell you, you'll know after
And I can
talk.
tell, seeing everybody here, everybody's so excited to be a part of this. The power of community is, you basically have a support system. When you're at home and you're in the thick of things, sometimes it could feel lonely, but when you break out of that and make time to network and meet these new people, they're essentially lifelong friends and colleagues. So it's crucial, and that's what my brand is based on. And we don't just release t-shirts, but we, for instance, around Halloween, we'll release Halloween. We'll release Halloween themed shirts like Count Spatula.
That's funny.
And we'll package them in VHS tapes. So you get a collectible with your movie themed shirt. We'll make movie trailers that we'll post on YouTube to draw engagement with our customers on social media. And I'll go as far as renting out a hearse and a coffin from a creepy guy on Craigslist for $220, and I'll get delivered in this thing just to make people feel excited. So that not only builds community, but that also, I'm spending a fraction of what what most people spend on marketing and advertising. I'm spending a fraction of that on building an experience. And by doing that, my customers do the advertising for me through word of mouth. So
that's right.
There's so many ways to build a community and to have fun, remix things, reinvent yourself, and it makes work feel good for everybody involved.
How big is your company? How many folks are working with you now?
You know, there was a point where I had 40 employees, I had a ton of stores, and work stopped becoming fun for me. The very same thing I built for freedom, I felt like I was building a prison around myself, and I had to make financial decisions. Like I had to make more money to pay for these people, places, and things that I didn't need, but I took so much pride in employing people, and I just didn't want to let go. And you know, it wasn't until I married an auditor when I started to be like,
that's hilarious.
You know, I need to think like a business person, and I can hire friends and feel good about that, but I need to hold people accountable for what they do and don't do. So
including yourself.
Including myself. Yes. So, and there's been I fail every day, so I don't have it figured out, but I go, and I look at failures as experiments.
Okay.
And experimenting is how we grow. So I remix my brand, and in my office, I have 5-6 people, and we're getting 10 times as much stuff accomplished. We're 10 times as productive with twice as less people, and it feels fun again, and it feels good. So there are ways to grow and to do cool things and to feel great without having all these things.
Yeah, and kind of that prison that you talked about. Yeah, to give yourself the freedom.
And you got to ask for help.
Yep.
And know when to step back and, I don't know, reassess what's valuable for you. For me now, it's my time.
Yeah.
Before, when I was single, work was my baby. That was my thing. And now I just love being home. So it's so hard for me to travel sometimes, but
well, we're glad you came here.
But yes, I'm very glad I came here too.
Really,
yes.
Yeah. I know what you mean though. Your priorities shift
at
different milestones in your life.
So success is different for everybody.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a financial thing. If you can go home in time and have a great relationship with your kids, and you can pick up an old hobby that you put down 20 years ago, maybe focus on your health, maybe travel a little bit, that's okay too.
Absolutely.
So it's different for everybody, but you got to follow your heart and trust that gut feeling, because it's usually right.
Intuition.
Yeah.
I think breathing room is important. At my stage of life, I talk about breathing room.
Yeah,
so,
it is. It is.
Just that room in between jobs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I'm going to look back down here. Okay, so you told us a little bit how our printers could inspire that kind of loyalty. Those are some great tips. You told us a little bit about right sizing and what success means to you, and community. So I'm going to ask you this question. When our printers are talking to creatives, because I consider you a creative, what would be some of the questions they could ask when they're trying to collaborate? So a designer might bring me an idea as a printer, or they might only have the barest minimum of like their goal. What should I ask as a printer to help engage my designer to work with me collaboratively?
Well, I would understand your customers, your clients, what they want, what their needs are. I would, try to meet them in real life, because a lot of times in email, you're gonna misinterpret a lot of that communication. So meeting in person is huge. But aside from that, with the successful clients that some of the printers have, nice words are currency, and people trust other people before they trust what you say.
Okay.
So I would tell every printer, be active on LinkedIn. That was unutilized for me for years, and it is my number one. That's my go-to social media right now. Instagram is too, and YouTube is great because videos tell stories. But get testimonials from anyone you've ever worked with, and because anytime they leave one, their whole network is going to see that someone spoke kindly about you. So
So you're talking about get some credibility.
Get some credibility.
Okay.
And I think that'll weed out, and filter in the right customers for you too. But credibility, meeting people in person, and yeah, just having a better understanding of what people want and what they don't want, more importantly.
So do you design your shirts yourself? Are you like a graphic designer?
So I designed my first few shirts.
Okay.
I design a lot of I'm more of an idea designer.
Okay, all right.
There was a time where I did everything, but it stopped becoming fun.
Yep, you got to do what's fun.
And I recognize that I'm better at other things, and that other people can do certain things better, and you have to learn to let go. So
what do your designers ask you when you come to them with an idea?
Yeah.
And they want to take it away from you so that they can, execute it.
Yep.
What kinds of things do they ask you? Hey, Johnny, what's your end game here? Or what do you envision? Or how are we using this? I'm just curious.
For me, my designers and the freelancers that I also work with and collaborate with, they started out as fans of the brand.
Okay.
So even if I lost my voice, they would know exactly what our customers want, because I'm having my customers work with the brand.
Yeah.
So that's an idea too for some printers. We do things a little differently. So we release shirts weekly, sometimes twice a week.
Okay. Wow. I didn't know that.
So we don't sell to stores.
Yeah,
we
that I
sell
knew.
straight to our customers.
Yeah.
And we don't make things seasonally. Although we have seasonal products, we do stuff weekly, sometimes twice a week. So that's a lot of ideas, a lot of designs. So we know every year we're going to do our baseball shirts, our basketball shirts, our hockey shirts, our football shirts, our Valentine's Day shirts, our Christmas shirts, our St. Patrick's Day shirts, our 4th of July shirts. We know we're going to do our National Cookie Day shirts. We're going to find all the weird little holidays. Basically, anytime we have a reason to celebrate with our customers through the art of t-shirts, we're going to do so. You don't have to have a t-shirt brand to do that, though. Every baseball season, you're a printer, print some little baseball cards with little stats on there and send them out to your customers. Halloween comes around, make a cool pop-up haunted house Halloween card or something with glow-in-the-dark ink with some monsters on it. Send it out. That. Everyone here can do something like that to really, it doesn't just have to be at the holidays, because the world is saying thank you around the holidays. I receive over 300 cards from people.
Wow.
But if someone sent me a card on Halloween with glow-in-the-dark ink, I'd remember them. One thing I do that's a little bit, getting a little excited. One thing I do that I enjoy is sometimes I love taking a break from the computer.
Yeah.
I collect vintage typewriters.
Okay.
I have over 20, they all work, and I type letters to some of my customers. Sometimes I'll type on the back of vintage educational skeleton charts.
Wow.
I'll use black envelopes, and I'll use postage stamps. I'll put an Alfred Hitchcock one next to a bunch of bird stamps. Or
that's funny.
a Give Blood stamp next to a Dracula one. So there's ways to fuse old school tactics with new school technology to create something truly unique.
I love that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You want so much for joining us at Edge TV.
Thank you.